Hello everyone, my name is Chris, and today we are going to be playing some more Better Than Adventure. Now, the game has updated to 7.1. Now, through the many pre-release versions that I've played, it's taken a while, but they finally fully released it. So, this is the next update after 1.7.7.0. They shaved off the first two numbers, now it's just 7.1. And I'm okay with that, it's a lot easier to say, and without further ado, let's head to our world. Here we are. Okay, I'm all dressed up for the occasion, as you can see. Well, I gotta look dapper for a Better Than Adventure update. Alright, 7.1. Now, if you saw my last video on the new guidebook, well, that is the same, but as you can see it says 7.1. I don't think anything has really changed. Basically, in the new guidebook, you can search for items. Yeah, actually, there's a lot, like, check it out. Here's all the different stuff you can craft. There's trommeling, you know, they pretty much have everything, but I do like to point out that they have mobs now in the recipe book. I think that's a really cool addition, especially considering that they have full 3D models. Like, we can look at every mob here. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I don't even think I've seen a slime. Have I? Maybe. Alright, now there is actually a brand new block, and it's called a paper wall. You actually need 2 paper and 2 planks, so put them like this. And there we go. We got some paper walls, and the color of the plank does not matter. So let's put it outside. There we go. Check it out, that's what paper walls look like. I don't know, I think they could look really good in some builds, like, you know, of course we can take the walls out here, put them there. That's kind of a cool look. I mean, yeah, I'm no crazy builder, but hey, we'll see what we can do with them. And then to make paper wall fences, all you need are 4 sticks, which you can use with 2 planks. Then you put 2 paper walls in the center like that, and boom. Your paper walls are now paper wall fences. Look at that, that is lovely. Again, these could be used for some really awesome looking builds, I feel like. There we go. You can see that makes a really cool looking lamppost. Like, I'm serious. The paper wall and the paper wall fences could make for some really awesome looking decorations. We will definitely be using those. So those are the paper walls and paper fences. Alright, now the next block that they just added is the block of sugarcane. You put sugarcane in a little 2x2 block like that, and boom. You get some blocks of sugarcane. Now these can be really good for builds, especially considering they work like pillars. You can see here, if we place them up like this, then they'll be facing upwards, the kind of little pattern up here. But then if we place it on the side, as you can see, the pattern changes. I just think that's super cool. Really cool, useful building block. Again, you can actually smelt blocks of sugarcane to make a alternate variant of the block. Now this actually looks awesome. I love the look of this block so much. You can already see it in the inventory, but I want to place it down. Here's a regular block of sugarcane, and there's a baked block. Yep, alright. Look at that. Regular sugarcane block looks awesome, but if you want the baked sugarcane block as well, now this could be especially useful for some floors. Aw, man. What a cool block. All you need are 2 planks and 3 cloth in a row like that, and of course you get cloth from killing zombies, and boom, that's how you make a seat. Now the seat is actually really cool because it kind of looks like a half bed. That's what I mean. It's a really cool block because you might be thinking, what the heck is the purpose of like a half bed? It doesn't do anything. Well, guess what? It actually does do something. And look at that! You can sit! You can actually sit down in this game now. Now, this doesn't work like a minecart or, you know, holding shift to pretend you're sitting. You are legitimately sitting. You can't move around. It's just it's a seat. And it's really amazing. I love it. Here. Back when I first updated to the pre-release, I actually already used a seat in my little build down here. Look at that. There is the seat. Now, usually I'll put seats around, you know, like, I've got a little bit of a bench thing going on over here, but I don't know. I feel like the chairs actually work better for a lot of builds. Like, what looks better, you know? Like, sitting on a kind of consistent wooden thing, or sitting on this random red seat. Now, it doesn't look bad, and it definitely functions better, but Hey, maybe they'll add in the variants of the seat someday, like wooden seat or something. I think that'd be really cool. I don't know. I don't mind if there are no colored seats, but I think wooden seats would be really cool, so I hope they add those someday. Alright, now here is another fun thing that we're going to be doing. We are actually going to be going adventuring into new chunks because they added a new type of tree. So let's go. So we got to go into a forest, by the way. I should probably mention that. Alright, we're looking for a special kind of tree. It's called a cacao tree? Oh man, you guys are going to have to tell me how to pronounce that one. So basically we're looking for a tree, and it looks like that. And I'll show you what it does once we find it. Okay, so apparently they naturally generate in a rainforest, and as you can see, we can see our biome now in this new update. Oh yeah, that's a new feature. Biome on, so you can see coordinates, direction, time, season, weather were all a part of the compass, the clock, and the rotary calendar, but they just added biome, so you can see what biome you're in now as well. So, I gotta go to a rainforest. Oh, I found a rainforest! Here we go! Perfect, perfect. This is just what we were looking for. Oh, and there it is! Okay, I have too much stuff in my inventory. Goodbye, saplings. And hello, cacao tree. Please tell me how to pronounce that. Unless I'm pronouncing it right. What if I'm pronouncing it right and I got it wrong, thinking... Oh, whatever. That's not the point. We found this new tree. Now, this thing can actually grow cocoa beans on it. Watch this. We'll use the remainder of our bones. And why can't we bone meal this? Maybe it has to be spring? Oh, you know what? It probably has to be spring. It's probably the same as cherry trees. I mean, look at that. We can bone meal that, but it doesn't do anything. Okay. Yeah, see, that's a cherry tree. Usually cherries will grow there, but right now, because it is autumn, there are just flowers, so... Okay, so because it's autumn, not as many saplings are gonna fall. See, in spring, almost every leaf drops a sapling, and in winter, no leaves drop any saplings, like, whatsoever, so I want to see... Okay, there's another one right over there. Good, good. Do we have any room? Yeah. I want to get the saplings now. Uh-oh. Okay, this single leaf refuses to just deteriorate. And there you go. That's the exact reason why I wanted to make sure that there was another tree around. Because I knew that there was just no saplings gonna fall. This rainforest goes on longer, doesn't it? Come on, it has to. I'm not gonna camp out here all the way till spring. Yep, seems like our next best idea is to actually go to that rainforest and just camp out there until spring arrives, which means the entirety of winter. But hey, I do want to bring that tree home, so you know what? It is a risk that I'm willing to take. Let's do it! Alright. Goodbye, outer world. We're gonna get our rotary calendar so we can see what season it is, and... Okay, it's, actually getting fairly close to being winter, but I just realized it's day 299, which means it's about to be day 300, so that's pretty cool. Oh, check it out! We made it past 300 days in the world! Awesome! Happy update, guys, this is so cool. Oh, good morning. Oh, looks like there's a spider up there. Let's kill it. There we go. Oh, hey! Jeez! Oh, man. Can you imagine if I died? Oh, okay. And as you can see, it's spring because... Well, take a look at that! all of the cherry trees have their cherries growing on them. Alright, now we can successfully mine this thing, but first... Okay, I guess my bone meal doesn't work. Forget the bone meal. Yes! Look at this! Cacao sapling! Alright, this is perfect! Let's grab as many of these as we can. Alright, we're heading home with our cacao saplings. Ah, home, sweet home. I'm so glad to be back here after so long. Alright, well, we gotta find a good place to plant all these trees. I guess we could plant one right here for starters, yeah. This is a cacao tree, and basically it's your one way to get cocoa beans inside of Better Than Adventure. There are no jungles or anything. You can't even plant them on the logs of the tree. The same way that cherries will grow on the leaf block of cherry trees is where you will see cocoa beans grow on a cacao tree. And so yeah, we finally got one in our world! That's awesome! Now, it's been around since the pre-releases of this update, but I never took the time to get one until now. Okay, now here's the next thing we're going to be taking a look at is, believe it or not, the jar. Now, this has been a thing since the 7.0 update, so it's fairly old. However, you could never place it before this update, so let me show you. As you can see up here, I've placed it as a little decoration outside of my windows. Boop! You can place it. And also, you can put any kind of plant you want inside of it. Now, it pretty much acts as a replacement for the jar, and hey, I personally think that it looks even nicer. So there we go. I've got those outside of my house. And that was every change seen inside of survival mode. Now we're going to take a look at all of the commands that you can do inside of 7.1. Okay, now a bunch of things have been added to /game-rule. And to see all of the game rules you can do /game rule list. There we go. Now, all of these only work inside of creative mode. There's /game rule allow sleeping, which obviously says what it says, you know. You can allow yourself to sleep or set it to false, and then you won't be able to sleep inside of any beds. Now, the one underneath it is very interesting. Allow sprinting. Set this to true, and you can actually sprint. Check it out. Now, it works the exact same as modern Minecraft. It's pretty awesome, and if you have cheats enabled in your world, you can turn it on at any point. There's the command, game rule allow sprinting true. Now, it is technically cheating, because even if you go into survival mode and keep sprinting on set to true, you can sprint for as long as you want because there is no hunger bar whatsoever. That's why this is locked behind, game rule. So, there's also do nightmares, which, basically if you go to bed and you don't have a house around you, mobs will spawn next to you. You can turn that on or off. I think by default it's set to on. I don't know if they've changed that actually, but I doubt it. There's also do daylight cycle, which is set to false right now. And basically, that stops the sun from moving. So right now you can see do daylight cycle set to false, so no matter what, it will stay day forever. But if we set do daylight cycle to true, you can see that the sun very slowly is going to start moving again. Yep, alright. The next one is do seasonal growth, which I don't even know what that does. There's the patch note. There's also the patch note for Treecapitator, because I simply don't know what a Treecapitator is. There's also mob griefing, which stops creeper explosions from damaging any blocks. There's keep inventory, which lets you keep everything you had in your inventory when you die. And my personal favorite, dwarf mode. Watch this. Look at me. I'm tiny. There you go. This is what happens when you turn on dwarf mode. You actually become 1 block tall. It's really funny. And even better, you can actually walk through 1 block gaps when you're in dwarf mode. It's amazing. And there you go. Those are all of the game rule changes in 7.1, and all of the changes in 7.1 in total. Thank you all for watching this relatively short video of 7.1 and all of its new features, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!